can keep our world green. How we live today makes a difference for tomorrow. That said, ISEC in Nigeria presents on August 19th the IYD celebration taking place at Co-Creation Hub, Herbert Macaulay Way, Lagos. There will be a panel discussion, networking session, green skills breakout, pitch yourself segment, refreshments, and a healthy amount of fun. I'll be there. You should too. Picking up trash, recycling, turning off lights, and planting trees are some of the small ways we can keep our planet happy. And with this year's theme for International Youth Day being Green Skills for Youth towards a sustainable world, we get the chance to learn more ways to do that. But this isn't your regular Save the World gig. Let's come together to embrace greener living, do better, and be better. The good thing is that it works sort of like magic. If you do it, get your friends to do it, and they get their friends to do it, we can keep our world green. How we live today makes a difference for tomorrow. That said, ISEC in Nigeria presents on August 19th the IYD celebration taking place at Co-Creation Hub, Herbert Macaulay Way, Lagos. There will be a panel discussion, networking session, green skills breakout, pitch yourself segment, refreshments, and a healthy amount of fun. I'll be there. You should too. Picking up trash, recycling, turning off lights, and planting trees are some of the small ways we can keep our planet happy. And with this year's theme for International Youth Day being Green Skills for Youth towards a sustainable world, we get the chance to learn more ways to do that. But this isn't your regular Save the World gig. Let's come together to embrace greener living, do better, and be better. The good thing is that it works sort of like magic. If you do it, get your friends to do it, and they get their friends to do it, we can keep our world green. How we live today makes a difference for tomorrow. That said, ISEC in Nigeria presents on August 19th the IYD celebration taking place at Co-Creation Hub, Herbert Macaulay Way, Lagos. There will be a panel discussion, networking session, green skills breakout, pitch yourself segment, refreshments, and a healthy amount of fun. I'll be there. You should too.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Hey, Isaac. Hey, Isaac. Hey, Isaac. Welcome, everyone. So, we're about to start, and I want to welcome you guys to IYD 2023. So, first off, we'll be kicking off with roll calls. We'll just a little icebreaker. Just relax ourselves.
It's Young John. Wọ́n ní ẹ máa wo kẹ́ẹ̀ṣì máa wo kẹ́ẹ̀ṣì ọmọ pásítọ̀ wa ẹ wo bó ṣe máa ń rà bó ṣe máa ń kàn mí lórí tẹlifíṣàn wa ẹ wo bó ti ṣe bló tó ti ń lọ ṣóò tó ti ń wá káàkiri tí wọn náà bá fẹ́ méèkì ẹ̀ kó kọjú mọ́ òbí ẹ̀ tó yẹ rìn káàkiri ìjọ tí máa ń wọ́n ti fọ́n bro tọ́wọ́ bára ti gbé kí wà gbóhùn tù lọ́bẹ̀ náà never had enough bro símínà síbẹ̀ àgbọ̀n tù ọkọ̀ mi lóríṣiríṣi orúkọ mẹ́lẹ̀ fọ́n mi pé ká ló ní ìdúró ọ̀tẹ̀ mo mú bọ̀ olóṣì ọmọ wọn fi ikú fi ń dárí lò ẹ̀yin lẹ́yìn tó kò ní yéèké nípa ẹ̀ ẹ̀ ṣúgà mi náà nà àmì kí mo ní ẹ̀ nàkẹ́ ní pé wọ́n rà á lè wọ́n mi náà jẹ́ ká kó 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 Because of what you are doing.
La puissance, la puissance. Je sais pas où il a fait mon existence. Franchement, ça bien. Si jamais c'est la puissance, c'est la puissance. C'est la victoire, tout est bon, tout est fait, même on a développé la force, j'ai rien vu, j'ai rien entendu, j'ai rien vu, ça me promet, tu m'attendais, quand ma fille s'habille, tu me dis c'est ton roi et ton dignité, et je me donne une nouvelle chose, je c'est la puissance, c'est la puissance, la puissance. C'est la puissance, c'est la puissance, la puissance. C'est la puissance, c'est la puissance, la puissance. C'est la puissance, c'est la puissance.
Hey, yo, equal, drop my shit. Nah, 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 nah. And I go for crazy nights out for the day. You make a man mistake. I give that fire in the air. But me alone again. You love me now. Now the fucking mistake. But I'm rolling.
wanna give you what, baby. Yeah, give me love on the evening. Yeah, I do pressure for you there. Give me love on the evening. Got it, go. Let's stop me, mommy, girl, baby. Got it, go. Me, I can't lie. Oh, I like to get it, my secret. Get to see my secret. I'm just feeling you like I'm gonna leave it. Baby, just leave it. Come see us. Yeah. Okay, hi guys. So apologies for the breaking transmission. Up next, we'll be having the president of ISEC in Nigeria come and give us a few words, just welcome address. So please snap those for blessing Ekong.
Hi everyone. Good morning. How you guys doing? Yeah, I said. Yeah, I said. Do you have Isaac? I said. Okay, here. Hi. Good morning. What's your name? Ezekiel. How did you get to know about Isaac? How did you get to know about Isaac? Through Instagram. Wow, awesome. Okay. So our usual greeting culture in Isaac, we say hey Isaac. So I noticed that you were looking to I thought to introduce that to you. Okay, good morning everybody. I want to officially welcome you to the International Youth Day celebration for 2023. Um, this event is powered by ISEC and we're organizing this event just to simply celebrate International Youth Day as a youth-run organization. Right. So it's my great honor to welcome everyone who visited here and people joining us virtually to this occasion of International Youth Day. And today we're not just here to celebrate International Youth Day, we are also here to mark what today stands for us, green skills for youth, towards ensuring that we have a sustainable world, right? So this day is going to serve as a powerful reminder of our invaluable contributions as young people in our society, economy, and culture, and the world at large. Our energy, enthusiasm, and unwavering determination as young people has always inspired young people and everyone around us. And this is a possibility for positive change and progress in our society. In a world where there is challenges and we're faced with complex and interconnected issues, our role as young people is to serve as agents of transformation, of change, and this cannot be understated. Whether it is for driving innovation, advocating for social justice, championing environmental sustainability, or fostering cross-cultural exchanges or understanding, our actions resound for beyond our immediate communities and societies. This year, the theme for the International Youth Day is Youth Engagement for Global Action. This underscores our pivotal role we play in shaping the course of our shared destinies as young people. Our ideas, our voices, our aspirations must be heard and must also be an integrated part of decision-making processes that shapes our society and our community. Our participation is not just a privilege, but it's a necessity in our society. Therefore, we must build more inclusion, equitability, harmony, and a global friendly world. As we commemorate this day, Standing at the crossroads of environmental stewardship and sustainable development as a society, and piloting conversations on green skills for youth towards a sustainable world. The power of your passion, your dedication, cannot be underestimated as young people. The green skills we are here to cultivate are not just tools for personal growth, but they are very essential to help you shape the world and our planet. The urgency of addressing climate change, conserving our natural resources, and also promoting an eco-friendly environment demands nothing short of innovation and bold solutions. Therefore, as young people, we have to come together. We are green skills to make sure that we are providing solutions, bold solutions to make our society a sustainable one. You and I, the young minds joining virtually, and all of us gathered here today, we possess creativity, energy, and resilience that is needed to pioneer these solutions in this society. So let us therefore renew our commitment to empower each other with the tools, resources, and opportunities that is needed or required for us to thrive and lead as young people in our society. So let's foster an environment that creates and flourishes, where dreams are being nurtured, where diversity is celebrated as a source of strength. Through this event, we aim to inspire young people, to educate young people, and also honor Green Skills' contribution to a collective effort that transcends beyond borders and to generations to come in our society. This event is to launchpad your aspirations, a platform to kickstart lasting connections for you to build good networks that will be beneficial to the society, and also a wellspring of knowledge that carries us or helps us navigate through our future path in a green society. So together, I want us to cultivate a greener, a cleaner, and a prosperous world for ourselves and for the generations to come. I'm very confident that the energy that is displayed by young people in this society today would surely pave a way for a brighter future. So let's embrace our roles as global citizens. Let's be change makers. We are leaders. And with open hearts and open minds, let's drive these conversations. Our potentials know no bound, and the world eagerly waits for the impact that we are going to create, and we are destined to do so. So thank you for being catalysts of change and for driving forces behind positive change. I eagerly anticipate witnessing incredible impact that we as youths are going to make without any doubt. May this International Youth Day celebration mark the beginning of a new chapter in our collective journey towards a green future and a sustainable society. Thank you and welcome to International Youth Day 2023.
Okay, thank you very much, Blessing. So next up, we'll be having a little space. Once you hear from you guys, let us actually take questions. What we think about Ireland, what do you think it's about? So I think the first thing I would like to ask is, what do you guys think are these skills? What do you think these skills are? Good morning, everyone. My name is Ralph Glover Adebayo.
Hi, Adebayo.
Yeah. And so which skills are you inspired and knowledge to create a sustainable world that ensures that ensures the safety of humans, lives, nature, element of nature, and then FC attribute of the SDGs. Okay, thank you very much. I'd like to hear from someone. Thank you very much, Nicoletta. So, from my perspective, these skills are basically abilities. Basically, are basically people can, planning, skills or should I say abilities that make our environment more sustainable. So, okay, so I think another question I'll get, how can we as people develop our skills? We are all, this is the only planet we have. So how can we help towards a more sustainable planet? How can we achieve a more sustainable environment? Good morning, everyone. Ajibade by name. Be conscious of this. Be conscious of what you do, how you do them, what impacts these things have. And then every single action has a resulting effect and impact. So I guess by being conscious of that, we not become sustainability conversation. Okay, thank you very much. So basically, everybody was trying to be conscious that impacts. Whatever.
Perspective, all we can do as youths in private is by advocating for other people, anything they want to understand the essence of this case in the environment. Because plant, plant, it was freshness. So without plants, oxygen was to continue serving just like the plant.
Thank you very much. So I think another discussion I'll get to how exactly is our personal life, our day-to-day lives, how do we do this, how do we contribute to ensure the environment is more sustainable? Personally, me, I don't feel trash. That's one very interesting issue. I don't think trash is safe. That is not. So once I have trash, it goes in my bag and see it and find the waste. So that is something I do. And it's also something I advocate for. I think all my friends do. I don't feel trash. And for some of them, I think of them into months. So I would like to hear from you guys. How do you drive this? Yes, how do you do your traffic safety skills in your daily lives?
Hello everyone. This is Oliver. Hi. Right. So I love ignorance is because of most of our problems. So creating awareness is important. You should know that you're an ambassador of care. So basically just letting people letting people around you that their actions have consequences and they should, um basically take care of yeah, by being positive. That's one way.
So, Oliver, I have a question for you. Would you say, you said ignorance is possible to our parents. Would you say you are doing your part in educating
like that. Basically, I think for that, it's what for its
Okay, so starting water and the nose. That's all right. That's all we need. So now, can you see in, let's see, couple of years, can you say that these little things, these little things, sensitive about this place and how to get out better planets and all of these little things we mentioned. Maybe in a few years, these things we are doing right now will have an impact. So, okay, let's say in a few years, can you estimate how long do you think it take for people to know that okay, this is not your space to do, this is how to go down with your planet and all that? The definition of 2 years is pretty much important. And then, I mean, I'm an ISEC guy, I shouldn't be saying this, but personally, I don't think we're there yet. I don't think we're there yet, because I think the conversation around environment and sustainability is one that is less educational, but much more attitudinal now, right? I mean, I shouldn't have to tell you that do not throw your waste into the gutter or something. But once it's real, people still do it today. People will still do it tomorrow. You like put 1 million fine if you don't refuse here, people will still do it. So I think it's much more attitudinal and that is something that will take years to correct, not just few years. So, yeah. Hi guys.
So, I think the one thing that was, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Great, okay, great. I think one thing that was pretty particular to me was what our friend from Ghana. Okay, you guys online? Can you guys hear me? Online, can you hear me? It's too quiet here, so I don't want to shout. They can't. Please type. Just type. Just say something, or let me know you can hear me. Just type. Oh yes, we can hear you. Following you and all that. So sure. All right. So I think they can hear us. Okay, great. So I was saying, a friend from Ghana said something very interesting. People, you won't tell me what matters. What does it matter? They said people still like throw trash and all that. I think the first thing that I think to mind for me is how how exactly do we I don't want to say instill sounds like fear, so I would say inculcate. Inculcate dream skills at a very young age. Yeah, I mean, you could want to say the institution should be doing some part of it, or you want to say the family, whatnot. Or I mean, really, I would love to hear how do you think we really should inculcate this so very young age? Because at some point, when you're maybe in your 20s, you already have like a formed mindset, which takes a longer time for you to speak to people's mindset. So at that very young age, when you just feel like the teams and all that, I mean, how exactly do you think that we should inculcate inculcate these and brain skills in young people, very young people actually. Someone is smiling at me.
Yes, I agree with that. All right, so to answer that question, so first I've had thought about this conversation, right? Because I mean, the idea of sustainability and everything that revolves around keeping the environment clean is something that we can always talk about, but doing it is actually a big problem, right? However, I think that the best way for us to inculcate this habit in young people is to do what we did those days. You know, we have music that say things that they want us to do actually. So we have things that um, they draw our attention to what needs to be done, but in the most what word would I use? Like it makes it very simple, however, the message is being passed. So having those things included in our curriculum is very necessary. I think that Nigeria needs a curriculum revamp, to be very honest. Down from the primary school, nursery school, primary school, rhymes replicate these, all of that, very necessary. And then it should also become part of our culture as a community. If you make it a deliberate action, trust me, it will be achievable. It will take time, but it will be achievable. Just the way technology is becoming enough for us now. Thank you.
You said some things that I think caught my attention. You said it should be deliberate about it. Yeah. And it takes time. I saw a video of Lagos in I think 1990s. No, I think it was 1999 because Tinubu was government at the time. I think it was 1999. Lagos was very big. If you take a video of Lagos today, Lagos is still very dirty. So I used to hear that in like some 10 years ago, Calabar was a very clean city. I was in Calabar last year. I don't think Calabar is a very clean city. I don't think it's a very clean city. If you're saying we should make conscious, are you saying that in the past 20 years, we've made no conscious effort to actually be, I mean, to make these states cleaner or anyway?
Now, outside clear distance from Calabar again, because I mean, I lived there for a while, or I still live there. All right, so in Calabar, I think 10 years ago, you don't see trash really. Like you don't see that because the government made deliberate effort to see that you don't do it. There are beans that like you just right within close proximities you see a bean, right? You could easily trash whatever it is you have, and those beans were put in as frequently as possible. We have the government paying workers to sweep the road. The government planted trees there, right? So the government made deliberate effort to ensure that we as citizens we are doing the right thing. So I think it's a two-way thing. While the citizens are trying their best, the government has to also try their best so that I mean we'll put our part becomes beautiful. So yeah, that's what I think.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's not great. In some way, I still feel like we're not doing enough. I feel like we're not doing enough. So you said something about the government doing their part. And then the question for me is, what part should young people actually do? Because you talked about raise more awareness. How do young people raise more awareness? Like, what do young people need to do that shows that, okay, we are actually putting some significant effort? And that's what the government is doing or whatever initiatives, what organizations to actually make some difference. Because I'm very honest, I think it's only a very ignorable percentage that actually takes this thing very seriously. If you walk out today and just go outside and just get a sample bus stop for 5 minutes, you see at least two people through trash. I think even more. You see people through trash. And you see that if you go bus stop by bus stop, see people do stuff. So how, and I'm talking about the like people that are educated, people who are doing like educated. People who are not as educated as you, how do you want to pass that message to them? That, oh, this thing you're doing, because some people don't think that way. They feel like you see people tell you that the government pays people to sweep the street. Why should I not throw trash on the floor? I mean, okay, that's their job. If I don't do it, I'm going to get them off their jobs. I'm very archaic way of thinking. So how can we, who to some extent, I would say, are fortunate to understand the effect of these things? I help those who do not understand it, and I trust me, they are the larger percentage. Those who do not to see that, because at the end of the day, it's not just their world, it's our world. If it becomes worse, it's also going to affect those of you who are less and ask you, what did you do about it? But you know that this is not bad. What did you do about it to make it any better? I don't think I want you to speak English. I just want you to speak. Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So, I think I'd like to say that we have to pass the message in a way that they can understand. When I was coming this morning, the bus I took, they were reporting about was it Toby Amoson and the fact that I've forgotten this athletics federation telling her that she can compete. Now they were saying it in Yoruba. I wasn't paying attention initially, but the way the guy said it was very funny, but it stuck. So I think that when we want to pass information at that level, we have to go to their level of education, use their local languages as much as possible to keep getting these things, not just social media, but like radio, television, and also if you look at what I think in 2020 I used to watch Yellow, and I think it was the Kenyan government trying to be very intentional about educating people about sexual education. Now, they brought it in the form of drama for younger people so that they can relate. But you can find out that their parents are also watching alongside them, like they're interested in the story. So they're able to ask the children questions as regarding, sex. So I think it's also the same thing. When you're talking about Nigeria, we also have to look at the market women, those people that are unskilled and pass the message in such a way that they can understand. And also mirroring. Let's say the younger people that are educated, the way we behave can sometimes influence our parents, our environment, our society. Then you have somebody when people see you and they're like, you don't throw your trash on the road. I had a friend in another level who she started doing that. I'm like, and our school is so bad that we don't have like these trash cans everywhere. So she keeps it in her bag and takes it home. It was another level, but it stopped. Now I feel like I'm committing a crime if I take trash. I can't just feel like I feel so self-conscious. I feel like something is watching me. So I'm saying that my friend was able to do that. I saw her doing it. I know that she's not trying to think. It's something that she has been working with. So I think that those two things can also help.
Thanks for using inculcated. Makes me feel good. So you said something that actually again caught my attention. You talked a bit about intergenerational collaboration. That is older people and younger people. And then the question that came to my mind is how can we leverage intergenerational collaboration? Because to be fair, the values or norms that you pick at a very young age depends primarily on family and community. Primarily, I mean, a bit of school at a very young age, primarily on them. So how can we leverage on those who are older to see how, because now we still want to focus on young people, yeah, but you can't neglect the old people too, because while you can only tell them don't do this, their parents can tell them don't do it. And not be at the shame. You can try because for some reason they have a grasp of you, or maybe they feed you, they coach you and all that, so they know how to hold on to you and say, do this, you don't do this, and all that stuff. So how can we in some sort of leverage on the older generation for us to achieve this? Because again, they might not live as long as we would. So it's our own, longer than them, but we still need them to actually support us and actually. So how do we leverage of interdimensional collaboration to achieve a more sustainable system? Maybe that's the one I want to answer.
So you said I'm the rich international relationship. One thing I feel is this is about creating a sustainable world. It's something that positive and each part. Now you make mention of something. You said we the youth have a wonderful city compared to parents and people of the generation. So I feel more emphasis should be placed on teaching these people, enlightening them on these skills, letting them know the importance of their actions on the environment. And I believe once we do that, once they get ingrained in this knowledge, it becomes very easy to pass that across to the younger generation. For example, you have parental influence, you have people who have influence on the kids, as you said, people have old people, old that used to grab skills. So once these skills are imbibed by people of the generation, it becomes very easy and it gives space to make of sustainability at a wider pace.
Hi everyone again. Okay, so I think to add to what Mia said, um, I'll reference what she said, using strategic approaches to reach these guys, speak to them in a language they would understand. For our parents, the language they understand is religion. Most of them, if you come to them or if you go to them through the church or through the mosque or through a religious approach, they would answer you. It will be easier. So if you want to propagate things like that, you should go through the approach or through the use a strategy that aligns with their generation. Very, very easy for us to do that. Another clear instance is what a chess stone. You take it to them where they are. It becomes very easy for you to be okay, this happens, and yeah, they can go in planets. All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you. We have one final question. One final question. How do we leverage intergenerational collaboration?
Okay, I'm going to say that something that happened during the last election was as an example. I mean, we brought up, youth brought up somebody, and we're very scared that our older generation would not, would I say, accept or something like that, or in that regard. But some way, somehow, we made them understand that these things that we're facing in this country have gone on for so long. This particular, this particular path that we've been taking has not led us anywhere. And I think to a very large extent, we ended up, actually showing this older generation that, yeah, I'm not to put my picture in tears. I'm just saying what I'm just going to say that we ended up, somehow gathering them to our side. And I'm going to say that as much as yes, there's that gap and there's that barrier between generations, I don't think that it's going to be that difficult if you're actually showing them facts, actually showing them that okay, the past 20 years Lagos was dirty, Lagos is still dirty, we want Lagos to be clean. It was not anybody's fault. The accident was Lagos is still dirty, it's our fault, If we keep on talking to them, they said don't do this, tell them that when you did not do it 20 years ago, where are you now? All those kind of things and yeah, eventually they will come to our side.
Amazing. Thank you so much. So we're going to wrap up this part of the conversation before we go to the panel. Wrap up this part in just a couple minutes to wrap this up and then actually we'll go to the panel session. All right.
Hi everybody. Hey Isaac. Oh, for those of us that are not Isaac, as we do it now. Hey Isaac. Thank you so much for your individual contributions to this. This event was meant to be a space where young people are able to prepare innovative solutions to what we perceive as core issues that exist in our immediate communities. Particularly, we can see if we give a very good case scenario, if you step out, you will see that the gutter system or the drainage system is not so solid. So you can pass by a place that has amazing infrastructures, but you discover that it smells. Why? Because they don't have proper drainage systems. And these are like the simple things. Or you can walk by the trash that is just piled up. Why? Because people don't necessarily see the need to actually pick up after themselves. And this is what ISEC is trying to do. We want to be able to influence each young person to know that whatever change you want to see in your immediate community, it needs to start with you. You are literally the catalyst of that change. And what that means is if we want to put this in practical terms, that means when you finish drinking the bottle of Coke, you don't litter. Instead of throwing it away, what should you do? Recycle. You can use it to do what? Put water. Or you buy Nutri-C, pour it inside the bottle and drink it. It's true. And then another practical example is going to the market. Instead of going to the market empty-handed, and then you keep taking nylons from multiple persons, why not have a market plan? So you reduce the number of nylons that you gather together because these materials are not biodegradable. And in the long run, what they do is they end up directly affecting the climate. Another practical example for each and every one of us here is when you eat biscuits or when you taste sweets, we're very fond of littering. It's something as simple as holding on to your trash. A little example is me. I'm holding on to my trash up until I see a waste bin and dispose of it there. And these are little attitudes or active measures that we can take as youths to carry out the change that we want to see. Because if we're being honest, the youths make up the larger percentage of Nigeria. About 70% of Nigerians are what? Youths. And so if we're saying that Nigeria is in a state of mess, we are having lots of trash that are not being properly composed together, it's as a result of what? The activities of the youth to a very high extent. So this entire event, if it does not do anything for you, it should spur you to want to be the change. It should encourage you to actively take what you say and do it. So this is me saying to you on this day that be the change you want to see in the world. Thank you.
Okay, hi guys, once again. So I'm going to have a little, not going to call it a space per se. So we want you guys to network with each other. I'm not sure everyone here knows everyone. So I want you guys to just get together and talk to each other. How is the event going so far? Why are you at this event in the first place? How did you get about it? You know, just a little space for you guys to network and get to know each other. Real quick.
Picking up trash, recycling, turning off lights, and planting trees are some of the small ways we can keep our planet happy. And with this year's theme for International Youth Day being Green Skills for Youth Towards a Sustainable World, we get the chance to learn more ways to do that. But this isn't your regular Save the World gig. Let's come together to embrace greener living, do better, and be better. The good thing is that it works sort of like magic. If you do it, get your friends to do it, and they get their friends to do it, we can keep our world green. How we live today makes a difference for tomorrow. That said, ISEC in Nigeria presents on August 19th the IYD celebration taking place at Co-Creation Hub, Herbert Macaulay Way, Lagos. There will be a panel discussion, networking session, green skills breakout, picture yourself segment, refreshments, and a healthy amount of fun. I'll be there. You should too. Picking up trash, recycling, turning off lights, and planting trees are some of the small ways we can keep our planet happy. And with this year's theme for International Youth Day being Green Skills for Youth Towards a Sustainable World, we get the chance to learn more ways to do that. But this isn't your regular Save the World gig. Let's come together to embrace greener living, do better, and be better. The good thing is that it works sort of like magic. If you do it, get your friends to do it, and they get their friends to do it, we can keep our world green. How we live today makes a difference for tomorrow. That said, ISEC in Nigeria presents on August 19th the IYD celebration taking place at Co-Creation Hub, Herbert Macaulay Way, Lagos. There will be a panel discussion, networking session, green skills breakout, picture yourself segment, refreshments, and a healthy amount of fun. I'll be there. You should too. Picking up trash, recycling, turning off lights, and planting trees are some of the small ways we can keep our planet happy. And with this year's theme for International Youth Day being Green Skills for Youth Towards a Sustainable World, we get the chance to learn more ways to do that. But this isn't your regular Save the World gig. Let's come together to embrace greener living, do better, and be better. The good thing is that it works sort of like magic. If you do it, get your friends to do it, and they get their friends to do it, we can keep our world green. How we live today makes a difference for tomorrow. That said, ISEC in Nigeria presents on August 19th the IYD celebration taking place at Co-Creation Hub, Herbert Macaulay Way, Lagos. There will be a panel discussion, networking session, green skills breakout, picture yourself segment, refreshments, and a healthy amount of fun. I'll be there. You should too. Picking up trash, recycling, turning off lights, and planting trees are some of the small ways we can keep our planet happy. And with this year's theme for International Youth Day being Green Skills for Youth Towards a Sustainable World, we get the chance to learn more ways to do that. But this isn't your regular Save the World gig. Let's come together to embrace greener living, do better, and be better. The good thing is that it works sort of like magic. If you do it, get your friends to do it, and they get their friends to do it, we can keep our world green. How we live today makes a difference for tomorrow. That said, ISEC in Nigeria presents on August 19th the IYD celebration taking place at Co-Creation Hub, Herbert Macaulay Way, Lagos. There will be a panel discussion, networking session, green skills breakout, picture yourself segment, refreshments, and a healthy amount of fun. I'll be there. You should too.
Okay, guys, welcome back. So quickly, we're going to do a little thing. I want to know, you guys just finished networking, so I want to know who you talked to and two things you learned about them. So who did you meet? Two things you learned about them.
Yeah, I thought it's to be Ezekiel. I think that it's a business having graduates and he just recently moved to Europe. Now that he's my manager, yes,
Another sorry, microbiology. She's studying microbiology, University of London, and she's there for IT. That's why she's in Lagos. Her name is Daniel. Okay, then repeat you are for I think Ghana. I spoke to Toby. He said he just moved to two things from my side. You have a new track. Then Toby moved from Ghana to Lagos and Dr. moved from Lagos.
So I spoke with PME and Ezekiel. And so for PME, he said the student focused on computer science and he still decided to make us. Then he's into data analytics. And then so PME, yeah, he said, Ezekiel, yeah, he said, state Lagos, we connected via LinkedIn. So we connected via LinkedIn like this. I had to connect with one, and we just hi everyone. I connected with Toby and Ed. Toby, if I can hear you. So I found a partial this in Iloran. Then she somehow this is some fun language on the project noisy. I'm trying to tell her that no, we in Lagos are peaceful, but these people. So I go meet with to be on evening. Then he said he just wants to Lagos from there.
I spoke to Nicoletta. I told her she'd be pretty. And she told me that she's 10 Lagos on IT and I think she was at Ibadan last month and I was there. Then I spoke to Ajibade. I caught up with him because I've not seen him in a while. Asked him how his MC work is going. And I also took that I should not be working on weekends. Thank you for that, boss.
So my name is Franklin. I spoke with him and I found out that he is in Nigeria and also currently doing NYSC and Lagos. I also spoke with him.
I spoke to Praise. Her name is Praise. She's from Ghana, but she schools in Rwanda.
So I spoke to Odifa. Actually, didn't find out much about her perform as well as Ibadan. Um, okay, I spoke to Odifa and I didn't find out much except that she was at Ibadan last month and she gave me somehow, even though I was moving around the world. Then, okay, I spoke to her. Her name is Praise, and I didn't find out, but I just learned that she.
All right. Thank you guys. Seems like the network space was really productive. Okay, so next up, I'm going to have a panel discussion. Okay, so next up, we're going to have a panel discussion with three of our very own Okay, so before we get to that, we want to have a little mingling space with those online. So we are not doing delegates here. We also have people people on the live show. Hi, by the way, to everyone on the live show. So we just want to get to know a few of them.
Okay, so we have like about 3 or 4 people that introduce themselves. We have Ijoma Sonia Chamaka, business development manager for my sector airport. And she says it's so nice to meet everyone. I'm assuming that means both the physical benefits and the mental benefits. Hi Sonia. We also have so Francis Adaliku. Hi Francis is a graphic designer and sales manager. And then we have another Ijoma, another business development manager too. People tell me what's the business development. So yeah, we have Dr. Loho, we have Rita, and we have Glory also on the line. Hi guys, nice to meet you guys.
All right, thank you, Omar. Thank you to everyone currently streaming. And okay, so now I'm going to have a panel space, a little discussion with 3 of our guys. So first off, I'm going to be calling, as I call them, please a round of applause for them. One person. So as I call them, a round of applause for them. So first off is Kunle Sojioke, Ola Kunle Sojioke, the NCPC for NX and OD, ISEC in Nigeria. So it's basically our national HR manager. So second, we're going to have Miracle Ihejimba, is the operations person, how to do the operations person for ISEC in Nigeria. And finally, last but not least, the real boy, it's not least. So lastly, we would have Ajibade from ISEC in Ghana. So I will be handing over to them.
We have 1 minute.
Okay, okay. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. So there's going to be one more person. Nestle Jacob, please. The manager for business development.
All right. Good morning. It's still morning. So good morning once again. So I know that it needs a bit of introduction, but I want you guys to introduce yourselves as well. Can I have a second mic, please? Can I have a second mic? Okay. Okay, so I mean, pending while we're looking for that, so I want us to do introduction. So yes, so I'll start. I'll introduce myself. My name is Olakunle David. Okay. Yeah. I manage human resources and organizational development for ISEC in Nigeria. And yeah, I'm a Lagos boy. Not Lagos, but Lagos boy, sorry, Lagos boy. So I'll have next videos.
Hi, everybody. So my name is Mercy Jacob, and I'm the head of partnerships and business development in Nigeria. I think outside of ISEC, I am very, very STG focused because I work with a company in the US called VRS Wellness. I work as CEO there, and we do quite a bit of renewable energy focused projects. We're very big on climate action and sustainability, particularly related to youth. So I'm not a Lagos person. In fact, I hate Lagos.
That's bad.
Yeah, I'm a Lagos person, but it's nice to be here. Thank you.
GY this point.
Hi guys, I am Achibadi Adeyemi. As an ISECA, originally from ISEC in Nigeria, now MCBP, National Vice President. You are ISEC in Ghana. Outside this, I'm a project manager based
all I love to do and what I enjoy. Okay. Welcome.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
My name is Mary. I'm here at the National for Outbreak, meaning anybody that wants to be there for an exchange program that's volunteer to teach, you have to pass through the technical and the research. Right? There's not that, but that's like the rule there and the operations at the national level. And outside the license,
Okay, great. So all of them say outside the bicycle. So let me start with the bicycle too. Me no be like sending the work. Outside the bicycle. So currently I work as operations lead at Dev Career. That's why I used to manage operations with them. Other than that, I'm just all day, every day. Bring work on. I don't go and take something. But most likely I'm doing. All right, great. So let's talk about a bit about what we started, what we started already and our climate. And I think the best way to start this conversation, which I think touched a bit of the topic, the educational perspective. Yeah, it's very important to me. Yeah, because like I said earlier, the school is pretty much I would say the foundation of where values can actually be instilled in the school really. And for me, we talked about it in this way, we're talking about the curriculum and all that, but I want us to be a bit more realistic about this conversation. So the conversation for me is how exactly can we curriculum prepare youth for sustainable career. I mean, the word sustainable is talking about climate action, sustainable careers. And it's more in the line of how can we bridge the gap between traditional education, which is what we do regular school, and the evolving demand of the great job market. Because in today's world, it's a lot of people who are people like graduates are not very equipped to work in the grade space. So it's how can our curriculum in school, traditional education, sort of like bridge that gap and prepare young people for jobs in the green world.
all right. So you already mentioned about the give that probably invest and ask because it's very necessary, right? However, after reviewing the curriculum, what is next? That should be the question that should be in the mind and the head of everybody out there, right? So it's not okay to just review the curriculum and then figure out. It's very necessary for us to also educate people that implementing this curriculum. Because if the educators who educating us, the students, are not well equipped, trust me, because they don't see need for them to push it or they don't see any need why it should be done over and over again or it should be a lifestyle in the school, right? Then aside from that, you don't have English, mathematics as general subjects. At some point they added peace and conflict and all these subjects and matters that are very peculiar to us as a country, right? Things like sustainability, which speaks more on green aspect of life, green skills and everything that matters, or that regards that, should also be incorporated into the curriculum. General studies should do that. I mean, if we are talking about politics in school, we should also talk about sustainability. But if there is no then I also think that there should be an interdisciplinary approach. It's not, I mean, it's fine. I know that until 300 level, you still do general courses. Even courses you don't necessarily need in your profession because you need to give idea as to that. Then finally, I think when there is an incentive to somebody, you need to do that. Create internship opportunities, collaborate with companies and brands that actually have hands-on experience, managing anything that has to do with schools and all of that. Have students, benefit from this by collaborating with this institution. It makes it easier for you to incorporate what you want to see with the students. It will be easier for a student of English language to volunteer if it comes from the school. Because some people go to school and they do school. So if the school is telling me, okay, yes, part of your curriculum, you have to go and intern with, say, Union of Africa, that is focused on green skills. You have to intern with them for like 2 weeks or 3 months or it depends. Because it's school I can do. But on my own, no brief. Yes. So that's like what I feel personally.
Thank you very much, Miracle. What do you expect the other people to say? Yes. So please go ahead.
Okay, so I think I'm going to approach this from a grassroots level, and I'm saying this because there is a conventional way that we view education in Nigeria. We view education typically as the classroom setting. So people in the class, the students sitting, the teachers in front of the chalk or whiteboard or something of that nature. And I like to think that that is such a warped way of viewing education. And the reason for this is this: when you begin to see learning or education as something that has to be as formal as sitting in a classroom and having a teacher before you, then you begin to limit your thought process and your ability to learn outside of that space. Now, when we're talking about green skills and we're talking about how do we bridge the gap between the traditional method of learning uh, together with the current digitalization that's happening, I would like to think that it should start from the primary schools, the nursery schools. Let us try to debunk that culture of saying students are only those within the classroom. You can learn literally outside of the classroom. And it's only you only know about these things when you're in university, unfortunately. Most of us only got to learn about online learning processes when we got to university, or maybe once we finished university, some people. But if we start from literally the primary schools, the secondary schools, and we get them to understand that education goes beyond the four walls of the classroom, then we've done one thing. We've revamped the mind. And I like to think that once the mindset has been revamped and has been made more open, then literally anything can happen. That means the person's mind is more open to whatever new thing, whatever change you're trying to implement. Now, to answer the question of dealing with the curriculum, I would like to say that we don't start early. We don't start things early in this part of the world. And a typical example is a child is in play class and the child is literally not taught how to probably read. They're only taught alphabets. Some of them are not only taught alphabets, they're taught songs. Some of them, even in kindergarten, they're left to sleep and sleep and sleep until they leave. And the reason why this is not working for us is because we're having more children that are growing up. They are knowledgeable in the things that don't necessarily matter. So you see young children, people as young as 5, they are as vulgar as you can think of. They know all the things that are wild, but they don't necessarily know the things that matter. So if we start small and you are in you're the head of the kindergarten class or you're the one in charge of the children in the play class or the nursery schools, teach them to pick up after themselves. You don't necessarily have to have a course that says this is sustainability 101, this is what you do. Something as simple as okay, you just finished eating, that's your leather of this plate. Pick it up, put it in the trash. If we have that, you build a curriculum without even necessarily penning it down. Another way to even implement this is our schools don't even have the necessary equipment. So you go to a school, a university, and you discover that they don't have waste bins in strategic locations, or you get to a university as large as, should I say, which university can I use as an example? I'm not using any name, but a very popular university. And it's just mind blowing to see that within that university, they don't have a centralized waste disposal place. They just have open field where all the waste is being thrown. That's pollution, air pollution. Another typical example is that we're saying all these things, we want people to recycle. Why have we not implemented recyclable bins? You want people not to throw their water bottles in the same trash or in the same trash can as their papers or their tissues. Then why is there not a separate bin for that? And even if there is, why are we waiting for it to be implemented when the students are in university? Why not have it from primary schools? If they can drink juice like a plastic bottle, then they should learn to also recycle from school.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. So let's get on.
So I think Messi has done a wonderful job as to how we can design the curriculum, right? I genuinely love the fact that she was able to remove the conventional understanding of what the curriculum is as to 13 weeks, job with course outline and things like that. So I love that. But I do have a dilemma. And I take it like right? And I have a problem in the terms of education. And it is that how do we bring green skills into schools and institutions? Personally, I am one that believes that schools, right, have to be functional at all times. So the function of a school to whoever is attending that place has to be one that empowers them to become functional in their society, right? Personally, even though there is a lot of awareness of student skills, I don't think Nigeria is there, right? I think we have a lot of underlying problems that we need to solve before green skills become a thing and a focus for universities and institutions, right? But if we do all of that, I genuinely think the answer has to be imbibing from secondary school as to when you do this, this is what will happen. Some level of interdisciplinary action, some level of incentive. I think this is what perfectly to getting that done.
Very much. Thank you very much. I mean, I have a follow-up question in particular. Yes. We talked about how we don't have to think around about it in 4 walls of school and all that. The question is, do you think our ethics and our ethics space right now, the educational tech space in Nigeria, can cover for that shift in thought? So you want to teach very young people, primary school, to tech means, do you think the educational tech space can actually cover for that, right?
I'd like to say that it is possible. However, there's a lot of work to be done. I'll give you a typical example of an edtech company. They're called Lensfloor. And in Lensfloor, they employ practical measures to teach children. So I'll give you an example. They have what they call go to the zoo, go zoo. And the go zoo literally teaches children between ages of 3 to 7 about animals. So it's like the go zoo has different categories. There's the prehistoric animals, there's the ones that are currently in existence, then the ones that are close to being um, to be going extinct. Now, how do they do this? They do this with like very catchy videos. So instead of the Coco Melon kind of, I mean, Coco Melon is such an amazing song. It has taught them about watermelon. and it's so catchy and so fun. So they employ that kind of thing and they use it to teach the children about animals. So you see, the child does not even know that they are being taught because it's in his tongue. And you can just hold the phone and watch. And the reason why I'm saying it is possible is because we are getting to a state in Nigeria, especially, where you cannot question how a 5-year-old child knows how to operate an Android phone. We are getting to that state. So the earlier we embrace it and begin to leverage on it, the better. So if you want to break into that space as an edtech company, then think up different ideas, different scenarios, different programs that you can put in a phone. You see parents, if they want to homeschool their children, give them the tablets. Let them learn, let them watch the videos, let them learn the songs. This campaign for this event was done using ABCs. A, acting sustainably. Put it in a rhyme, put it on the tab, and you've gotten your training done.
I like that. So put it on a tab. And then, I mean, like you said earlier, it's it's a lesser percentage of Nigerians that can afford this luxury. So a lot of people, it's luxury and not necessity. So a lot of people necessity is to hold the child and take them to something public school, drop them there, come back home. It's time to close and come back. The parents barely have phones that can even do some of these things we talk about. So if you're doing that, it brings to some way, maybe some sort of classism, because then how do you cater for those who cannot afford that luxury, but also need that exposure?
So I would answer that. Um, so I think in the very first question you asked, you said, how do we bridge the gap between traditional way of learning and digitalization? Yeah, and I think we've explained a bit about digitalization. So let's go back to traditional. Before the invention of classrooms, before the traditional, the current state where we have children sitting in the classroom or students in the classroom with teacher, we had spaces where we used to have forefathers do tales by movement. We had spaces where they will carry the child by age 7 and take him to an apprentice, and they still even do it. They will take a pack of malt and go and present it to the teacher. You won't do freedom. You are done.
Yeah, but do that. It's not very expensive.
So, like, we had that. We had that. We still have it. If we want to incorporate sustainability into this, then we have to go sector by sector. So let's say a child by age 6 or by age 7 is picked and taken to the mechanic's shop and told, this is the train, you learn this skill. You're not going to school, but you're learning. That is education. It's a traditional means of learning, but it's still education. It's outside the classroom. And then these people are placed under what do they call the boss, the owner of the space, or the owner of the apprentice shop. And you're an apprentice then. It's something easy. In that shop, sustainability can be taught. How? Have a waste bin. I keep referring back to waste bin because I think for us as a people, we are we lack basic manners. Like something that is very basic, we lack it. And we might not be willing to accept it, but that is the fact. We do not know how to not litter. I promise you, there are people that are very uncomfortable throwing anything on the ground. But it is not so with higher percentage of Nigerians. And if you lack that basic skill of not littering, what's my business with me using a car that the exhaust pipe has busted? definitely I will keep using it. Once the card dies, I will use it. That's an expensive one. So I'm still going back to having this skill. Tell your apprentices from small. If the child started from 7, tell them, oh yeah, you, once you finish, you throw the trash. This week, you are the one emptying the trash in where they used to empty it in the general community. That's a practical skill that they're learning.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So I mean, let's just keep away from education a bit. Public of- So we've noticed that I mean, when in let's say in 10 years, we've seen a lot of shift and focus and even government support for technology. Yeah, we're building more hubs in cities, and government is saying, oh, Lagos State is doing something digital training for 30,000 people and all that. We've seen a lot of that, yeah. But we've not really seen that happen in this space of time. It's not as popular as it is in technology and other spaces that you see. So the question in this space is what strategies do you think that I mean government, private organizations can implement to encourage and support development of great skills? Again, people will only want to do more when you see that it's supporting and especially for Nigerian people, what does this have to do? Like how can it help and all that? And you get okay, the government is doing this. And you see that maybe the government has seen this is something that is valuable and they want to support. So what strategies do you think that government and private organizations can implement to actually stop young people in this quest of the society?
All right. So still brings us back to policy making, right? There's not so much we can do. I mean, we are the ones that will actually carry out basic things like clean things, right? Well, I'll go back to her example where she said we get to trash the after trashing the where the trash is put in there, where is it put? That's the next question. So if the government doesn't provide like the right facilities that would help or equipment that would help us discard this fraud, what happens? I mean, I'll treat it, but I mean, the first thing in question, who treats it better because they cannot leave their kid there. So to fail, you have to treat it, you have to start eventually, right? So it still brings us back to creating proper systems in place that could aid this from their own. And now this cannot be achieved by just us sitting back. The same way we say get into policies, go in there, do what you want to see, right? Get into this space. Show that there's something that can be done. Literally, I could say that there are most people that are waiting to see what idea you have and they will invest in that idea. There are people like that, right? So if we begin as young people to see things for what they really are and pitch it to the necessary bodies, trust me, we would start, having some good support. We must not wait for the government. The government will make us, but an individual can pick up an idea. You can decide that okay, you want to start something like that. You want to create facilities that will help with recycling. That's good, right. You start to go to business, you generate income from there, but then you're helping the society. You're pushing the cost which is sustainability, right? So that's literally it. Government policy is very important. However, also create ideas that would help the government help us. So that's like see about.
Just before next we speak, so I mean what I heard is that the government does not have a thinking capacity and we should think for them. And literally that's what I heard.
I said the government, I mean, there's a lot of the government. They might not necessarily want to implement it for you, bring the idea, if you support you very, right? That's what I'm saying. However, if the government is not doing what they're supposed to do at this point in time, maybe because they've not exactly seen it as a problem yet, then show them it's a problem.
Because if you go to presidential areas, you see get like GRT.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so I think I would answer this question in a very tricky way because generally, let's be very honest, everybody, when you think of SDG, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? If it's not good health and well-being, it's zero hunger. If it's not zero hunger, it's quality education. If it's not quality education, it's no poverty. How many of us know that there is an SDG like life on land? How many of us know that there is an SDG that talks about renewable energy? We don't know. And this is why I said I will answer the question in a very tricky way. Knowledge is lacking, sorely lacking. And it is this lack of knowledge that basically plays out in the repetitive kind of ideas we have. I'm saying repetitive because you discover that in Lagos alone, how many fintechs do you have? Can you guess?
Yeah, the PE person you should know much enough.
Yes, so I mean there are a lot. There are a lot. This is why the competition is so steep. Everybody is like, join this to pay if they are beaten. Like, it's just repetitive. And why is it that people have capital and then the first idea they think of is fintech or edtech or something tech, but not climate tech? It's because they don't even have the knowledge. So to answer your question, I would go back and say, start from the grassroots. If we take a census now, and I ask what SDG you're passionate about, you might not even have a passion for SDG. You would just up your head say, oh, quality education. I remember when I started my active SDG journey, way back in about, I think that was 2012, 2013. I was still in secondary school. And what got me into it was they were going to pay us, I think it was 10 naira per Coca-Cola bottle that you are able to gather. Then 10 naira per Coca-Cola bottle, 20 naira per malt can. So because we used to melt it and then make pots, the local people. So that got me thinking. I was like, oh wow, this is such. If you see me that time, I will gather evening. I'll I'll gather coke bottles and go beg there was a store close to our house. She used to sell like she's like a depot, so she sells malt in her. So I used to tell her, please just let me keep gathering the cans that she will gather. They will pay me money. I'll be so happy. That was literally what got me into this space. And then over the years, I became more and more passionate about it. This is why I'm if you ask me what my SG passion is, I don't really care about good health and well-being because you can be healthy and then the earthquake will happen and you die. So, like, why should I, like, for me, my passion is now climate action. Because even if you say you have money, you are not hungry, or you are treating zero hunger, no poverty, and all, the world will still catch up with you. You're living in it. If you don't take care of it and you keep taking care of just yourself, it will still like come back and bite you in the ass. So what am I saying? The knowledge is lacking. It is lacking in government, it is lacking in individuals, it is lacking. And the earlier we begin to learn more about this, the better. Because when you learn more, then you can put ideas just like she said. And then the government will now see that, okay, this is a reasonable idea. This is something we should support. But how can you present ideas when you don't even know?
So I think away from knowledge, right, is also intentional pursuits of a better developed environment from the government. So like Messi was saying, fintech, 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 fintech. That did not start until our government was really interested in that. They are pumping a lot of money into the tech world. I mean, when did we try to build satellite again in Nigeria? But today, there's a lot of money we're throwing into tech. That did not start until awareness became a thing from the government. People did not venture into fintech until they believed that they could make something from fintech. So right now, genuinely, I will not create an app that will do anything for the environment, knowing fully well that if I do that and push it out, people will probably not sign up. People will probably not use it, right? So she said something about gathering cans and things like that. Someone can decide, let me create an app for that. When you gather your can, just drop it on the app. Someone will come and pick at your house. Da. I mean, that's a lovely idea, but people would not do that because the survival of that sort of idea doesn't exist in country. But if I decide to build Ajibade P, buy dollar and save so, trust me, people will sign up. So I think the first thing the government needs to do is to create awareness for that. Second thing they need to do is to reduce the barrier of entry into that, right? Like Miracle said, policies. So things like taxes, you want to break it down. Things like huge capital funds, you want to break them. Oh, you have this idea, sign up for pitch and bring it to us. We'll fund this probably 50% funding and this sort of give us 50% profit and things like that. Until they begin to be active in this journey, I mean, we'll be here till like wisdom come and the world catches up like necessary.
But we'll not have a next big in Nigeria. Okay, just hold on to the mic. So we talked about what I was going to talk about, which is challenges that people who have tried to do this would likely face. Yeah. So what challenges do you think that also me today I say, okay, I want to do catering as my company name, really go small last. Catering, catering. I want to go quick. And I want to do something and then what do you think are the chances of me surviving beyond 1 year, first the end? What challenges do I most likely face if I want to do my catering company? I think I'll go and register in the so catering. Sounds good. Yeah, what challenges will I most likely face in that situation? How do I live? How do I live and hold those challenges?
Money. The first challenge is funding. I mean, personally, I would not advise that you create a startup or something and then you fund it up, especially in this country. In 2, 3 years, your account will be dry and then so the first challenge is money. We don't have enough governmental funds, that's one. Two, like I said earlier, the Nigerian business climate right now is not in that line. So foreign direct investment is not even going into that line, right? So that's also a problem. And I think we need to solve that, like I said, there's the awareness from government, right? They need to be the ones to drag that attention. Because you're just one person. You're not as like it's like someone giving a press conference and they take grades or
Catering.
grade. Imagine the impact of both in terms of awareness, right? So that exists. And I think the most important thing is the marketing itself. The market is not listening when you use that word. The market is not listening. So you have a good idea, you have a good product. In fact, you might have funding, but the marketing itself is not listening. I'm not trying to like start with you, but go on X, for instance. A lot of hashtag in environment hashtag. This is probably in a downfall somewhere throwing bottle out. So we are woke with the idea of how do I put it, aligning with these things on social media, but we're not living them. This is why I said a huge amount of the problem we face with climate change, especially in Nigeria, is more attitudinal than structural. Trust me. You can create a lot of foreign direct investments, you can create a lot of tech ideas, everything. Mama Sikira, when rain falls, they will still dump refuse in that big canal that someone has done for them. It is, you know what's weird? They don't think it's bad. They don't think it's wrong. So like you probably be there, you're angry, you're judging them, but the truth is they don't think it is bad, they don't think it is wrong. So until that attitude changes, grassroots engagement, like Messi said, again, so like those three things are paramount and as challenges we face.
Yeah, we can go. Before you speak, I think there's something I'd love to share. think I think we're lazy about it. And I think we are because it doesn't exactly affect us. So if you look at other countries, any countries that are along the plates of the earth, you see that these countries will never take these things for granted. Small thing quicker. Small thing. I think the highest Nigeria would like experience in it. I think there was some in Abuja some years ago. That's the highest because Nigeria is situated on the part of earth that it's not exactly affected by all these natural disasters. You will not have these things. You will not see the water erode only and then there's a tornado, tsunami, or something. But not affected. Because these countries that are greatly affected by these things have seen that, oh, these things exist. So how do we survive in the condition that we find ourselves? So there's a need for them to do it. But in Nigeria, there's nothing. Anything we have is potholes, and canals that are filled with a lot of trash, and we're just taking these things for granted. Yeah, and I think that's like my own personal part. We're lazy about it because there's no huge repercussion. And it's the flood happen, you wear a boot, you enter or something like it. It doesn't affect lives as much as it does in other countries. So there's a need for us to relax about it and go straight through it, just like we do when the floods come.
Okay, so I'm just going to ride on the quotes of what you just said. And I'm going to talk, I'm just going to like give us an example of someone that has a very great impact on my climate action journey. Her name is Greta Thunberg. And for anybody in the climate space or for anybody in the sustainability space, Greta Thunberg is a very solid name. Why? She started her campaign as a soul warrior when she was 15. And what did she do? In school, she just literally picked a carton and wrote No Planet B. And I got that phrase from her, No Planet B, and then she refused to go to class and stood in front of the school all day. She did that every single day for almost 3 months before someone else joined. And people kept joining. People kept joining. People kept joining. Currently, there's what is called the Free Friday. Free Fridays are days where anywhere Greta Thunberg has been able to penetrate into, those Fridays are strictly dedicated to sustainability lectures all across the schools. And it's very interesting because she's currently 20. So she literally started 5 years ago when she was 15. That tells you that she had knowledge about this before she was 15. She had been able to build so much passion and temerity that it sustained her even through the 3 months that nobody joined. And what am I trying to say? He made a very valid point that we're very lazy about. And I would want to even take the words of Buhari. We're very lazy. We are lazy. Let's be very honest. We are. We might hustle and bustle and go, but we are lazy about the things that matter. We only want to put in an effort where we can see the return. Returns don't have to always be seen before you put in an effort, and this is typically what is happening. So, to answer the question, like you said, if you want to launch a brand, K-Green, what are your biggest challenges? I mean, Tubali already said it's funds. But beyond the raw funds, your biggest challenge is courage. You don't have the courage to stand alone. You don't have the I mean, it's a mindset. Imagine you keep saying no planet B for 3 months and people pass you and do not even acknowledge you. I mean, if they came by your side and said, what's this one saying? And please stand fast. It means they saw you and they acknowledge that, okay, you're standing there. But imagine standing and then 3 months consecutively, people kept passing and nobody acknowledged you. Do you know what that does to your mind? Except you have the strongest of all courages and the strongest of all minds to weather that storm. It's going to be a very big challenge. And this is what I'm seeing. Funds are very valid. I mean, that's a very, very valid thing because you want to also make revenue. But the truth of the matter is that do you have the courage to actually relent? Because imagine you take the idea to the government and they're now telling you, oh, okay, so this thing that you want to do, you know that you now want to say you want to be producing paper bags. You don't want us to be using nylons. You want to use paper bags for everything, and you want to prepare the paper bags from recycled materials. And I'll give you an example of a brand. Paper bags by BC. They do amazing stuff. They do paper bags for restaurants, paper bags for um, fashion brands and the likes here in Nigeria. And Chowdeck, interestingly, does not send you your food in what? In nylon. They send you your food in what? In a paper bag. That is one step. But despite the fact that Chowdeck does that, they are not. I mean, if Chowdeck should go and start telling all the restaurants in their listing that please we are climate focused. So if you are going to be on our app, please make sure all the food you are packaging is in a recyclable product or it's in a paper or you use paper. They will lose the market. So there's that fear. So that's a big challenge. How do we mitigate this then? I think we need to learn to start embracing change. We are very rigid. We are okay. We say he gave a typical example of Yasikira. She does not know that is wrong, but maybe when you sensitize her about it, you not find her. She's like, that's how we've been doing it. We are very rigid to change. You don't when something just wants to alter a bit, that's not how we're doing it. Who told you that's not how it should have been? Like it could have changed. It should change. Why do you want to be static? We are too rigid as people. And a mitigation plan to the whole courage or fear is we need to learn to embrace change. If each person here sees a brand, for example, trash coin, they say they will pay you to bring your trash, but you are thinking of, or some of them will tell you that, tell us your address, we'll come and pick it. And I will just trade away. There's one girl that just wants to pack her debts. Let's just trade away. You've not encouraged that brand. You know, you've not because they are literally begging you. Come, tell me your address. I will come to you and I will pay you to carry. Why are you not now agreeing? Because the way you've been doing it is a lady used to come and find it. It's not a change in the person that finds the trash you don't want. And I'm calling names of brands because I want this to be a platform for some form of awareness for these brands. So that after now, you can go and follow this brand. You Recycle does amazing things. Echo Butter, they literally would pay you and take the recyclables from you. If you're saying you're into tech, you don't want to be doing manual things, they have an amazing app. They give you funds, money that you can save in a wallet and you can even withdraw when you want just to take trash and just to take things off of your hands. We're going to drink smoke today and I'm challenging you. Everybody's here. That bottle of smoke, don't trade it away. Recycle it. Call you recycle today.
Thank you. Hold on. So let's just go into the last question. Yeah, which is, and she said something. That's how we have been doing. That was a good place with us. Focus on things in Yoruba, they were trying to understand Yoruba. Yeah, well, I mean, do you think that societal norms, like societal norms and societal factors that impact tendencies for us to actually improve our ability to write things? Certain things that have been done that way based on how society has always thought about things should be and are impacting how we can actually like grow a better growing society.
Yes, of course, that, yes. Right? Carry big justice to that as well. The truth is, the truth is, like we've established, we've talked extensively on the issue of planet, what we're doing, how, what we're doing right now, how we're doing it, right? And we've established that it is a problem. And that's because we have some level of awareness. We understand this. We are sitting here, like talking about this, discussing this. We have privileged information. That's why we do it. But there's an old man out there that doesn't have a proper bin, trash her trash, to dispose her trash rather, right? And she doesn't know what to do. She's out there. There is nobody talking to her. She doesn't know what to do. There's no proper information, no proper awareness. What do we expect from her? To be very honest, she will do what she do. That's part of society. So now our call to action, what I would say should be our call to action, what we mentioned earlier. Employ strategies that fit individuals and that fit tiers. There are different tiers to life, to be very honest. We have the very rich, we have the medium guys, the mid-class guys, we have the very a greater number of right? And the approach to this wouldn't be, we can't use the same approach. We were telling Mama Ope,
That one is close to home.
Mama Ope to do something that has to do with, encouraging her to focus on green skills and all of that, right? Would be very different from the way we are telling somebody that has access to an iPad or something. Messaging has to be different. And it brings me back to what when we talked about a market is pretty, the market is not accepting this. It also means that the market has not been penetrated yet. And that means that if you can't penetrate the market, you will make profit. It's just proper penetration. Literally.
Proper penetration. So that's a good thing. That's a good way to end the conversation. So I mean, all I'm just going to say now is that so you guys will have like 1 minute or less just to wrap up this space, to say something and you think we should have us take out from this entire conversation. So I can let Messi go first. Think about it in miracle.
Well, I mean, this has been very fun for me. I think maybe it was for you, but I just want to say that what the take home should be from here is there's a lot of work to be done. We can't keep talking. We love to talk in Nigeria. We talk a lot. And it's important that we talk, yes, but if you do not take anything out of here, please take this. Talk and do. When you say you want to do this, please do it. Be the change you literally want to see in your community. And when we're talking about sustainability, don't start and stop. It's a continuous process. So, if you made a decision today to be a green ambassador or to join the sustainable squad, then please actually do it. And you can tap into the ISEC community and the ISEC network. We can be that support system for you. So what am I trying to say? Join ISEC.
Help you penetrate and join us. I agree.
Um, some are going to say the ISEC 2025 culture, own the present, shape the future of the future, right? Like, there is really no planet B. I mean, maybe when they finish the entire Mars exploration, we would have a planet B. But for now, we don't have one. And the truth is, Mars will never be. Right? So we need to own that. And we need to shape the future as well. Because, like Messi said, outside the world will catch up. I think there was an ad released yesterday. I said global.
On global warming,
I-
like global boiling.
So the world will definitely catch up. So we need to shape the future. Then we need to be the change. We need to be that person that throws things out. Like when people do, genuinely do not need to speak. Just give them that body knowledge, give them that body language. Because Nigerians genuinely understand that a lot and they don't like being embarrassed. When people throw things on their like they're sitting beside them and then they throw trash, just give them that side eye, that bombastic side eye. Trust me, like from there things change gradually, right? So you also need to leave that and I think that's what we're gonna put.
Thank you. Bombastic side eye.
I think I'd wrap this up with as much as possible. Be you, right? Be you and be what you associate yourself with. Don't do the whole like because they are living a place where they can't it doesn't help. Start from where you are. Act sustainably from where you are, from your space. Maybe you're the impact that's supposed to happen. Do that together. So start from there. Then lastly, associate yourself with organizations, brands, people that encourage you to do and act sustainably, right? Because if you don't, with time you get tired. To just be like, someone who wants to work for somebody to work, let's just do it. But when you see that other people like they're pushing towards the same thing you're pushing towards, it becomes even easier for you to keep pushing towards. So yeah, that's
Right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, from my own end, to summarize, I think Messi said something very important. So, very important here. It's very important that I mean, given this space, you shouldn't just go back at the way you came. Yeah, I mean, you met people, that's okay, but beyond meeting people, also like go with a more cultivated, I mean, doing habits, you're doing things better, you're more concerned about a green environment, and not just going back to the activities like it was yesterday. That's what's pretty much important for us. And I would want to just thank analysts for I mean sharing this space and talking about these things from point of knowledge. We appreciate. Thank you so much. So just snap those to them. Thank you very, 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 very much.
Okay, hi guys. So feedback time. How was that space? How was it? Did you guys enjoy it? Did you learn
Okay, so you were talking about knowledge and value. Evaluate is like systematic is an everyday thing. It's not really a mention century, it's not. So that's what one of the things that I was thinking about. And the other thing is, we're talking about doing skills. You've said some, but have you stated all the green skills you're talking about? Those are kind of my points right now. Talking about green skills, you're talking about population, like really, I'm actually in this program and I don't really understand what you're talking about green skills. And green skills is expensive, it's massive, it can fall into different categories. Talk about sustainability, it's in different sections. Talk about wildlife, talk about trade, talk about so many things. So these are things you have to go and research about. This shouldn't be you should think about like the fun choice. This shouldn't be the end.
Okay, so I think that's one very important. This should not be the conversation because this is a startup. So the action point now is for you guys to go back, speak to other people, sensitize other people about these green skills, and then inculcate them. I think these are what the Lord's these skills, inculcate them in our daily lives. Okay.
Thank you so much, Praise. I mean, I love the fact that you made mention of this shouldn't be the end. This is actually not the end for ISEC. This is actually why I said join ISEC, but I mean, it's fine. We don't want to. But this isn't the end for ISEC. We have a couple of projects that are coming up that will be centered around sustainability, green skills, climate action, renewable energy. I would say that you should follow ISEC on social media platforms. You have my number. You can follow up with me, and then once this project's live between now and September, you can be a part. And this is to everybody as well.
So, what else? So one key thing I'll see I learned from this is um, green skills applies to everyone. Irrespective of age bracket, and it's not small. It's something you need to work on more actively. And it said we should practice one practice to an eco-friendly habit, about trash, not eating trash. And okay, for example, eventually, my staff team which is that that social volunteers will and what I would love to be that yes, influence you have possibly influenced. They have influenced three of us, like they know to decide us, something like that. And with that, people support you guys, why you guys do this. And trust me, that leads to action. Still let it pass that across to us and also give it to others. So that's how we should just learn these skills and also pass that across to others. That's what I mean. Thank you.
So hi everybody, good afternoon. I heard that some people were asking for social media channels for Isaac in Nigeria. Okay, yes. So it's just literally Isaac in Nigeria on any social media platform. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube as well, where we have our own. So it's Isaac in Nigeria. Very straightforward. Thank you. So follow us and stay updated so you can get to know more about the events and message talked about and other things that we have on board.
Okay, so we're wrapping up right now, and I would like to call. I mean, first of all, I'd like to thank everyone. It's not taking out of your time and your busy schedules to be here. So I would like to call on the next vote of them.
Okay, thank you so much, everybody. I'm actually very grateful to each and every one of you for making time to be a part of this. It's been an amazing session for me. I do hope you were, in one way or the other, impacted. For us in ISEC, we are very keen on youth empowerment, leadership building, and cross-cultural diversity. And these three things basically shape the way we think, the things we do, the actions we take. And this is why today you are here, because you were able to view and go through the process of reviewing the things we put out to you. And I'm saying this to each and every one of you. The actions you do really do matter. And it matters because you make the majority of the society that we live in. So from Mercy and from Isaac, I say a very big thank you for making our time to attend today's event. Please humor us and let's have a photo booth after now. We'll just take pictures behind. And I want to just say thank you to the speakers and the couple of partners we had. Mr. Olumide Climate, who unfortunately wasn't able to be here, eHealth Africa, U-Recycle, City Hub, that gave us this amazing space for, at least naturals for City Hub. Thank you so much. That gave us the space for this event, as well as every single partner that made this possible. We have Printivo and the like. So I just want to say thank you so much to everybody. And please, we have lots of refreshments. If you haven't gotten or you need one more, please feel free to just go behind. You will get the refreshments. To our viewers online, thank you so much. You guys are the absolute best. Sonia, Rita, Goodness, Dr. Lobo, Ijoma. I mean, the people I can remember off the top of my head. Thank you so much. You guys are the absolute best. Please do not go yet. Let's have a simple, a very small photo booth. We'll just take pictures, and then we'll do the Isaac chant. Thank you so much.
Picking up trash, recycling, turning off lights, and planting trees are some of the small ways we can keep our planet happy. And with this year's theme for International Youth Day being Green Skills for Youth Towards a Sustainable World, we get the chance to learn more ways to do that. But this isn't your regular Save the World gig. Let's come together to embrace greener living, do better, and be better. The good thing is that it works sort of like magic. If you do it, get your friends to do it, and they get their friends to do it, we can keep our world green. How we live today makes a difference for tomorrow. That said, Isaac in Nigeria presents on August 19th the IYD celebration taking place at Co-Creation Hub, Herbert Macaulay Way, Lagos. There will be a panel discussion, networking session, green skills breakout, pitch yourself segment, refreshments, and a healthy amount of fun. I'll be there. You should too.